Hello everyone, welcome back to Dunk's Money here on YouTube. Just quickly, if you're a subscriber to the channel, I would just like to say thank you very much for subscribing. I really do appreciate the support, and it does mean a lot to me. And thank you for all the commenting and liking of previous videos. It's great for me as it shows me that I'm hopefully going in the right direction with the channel and what you guys are looking for. If you're new to the channel, or you've never met me before, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Duncan, and I live in Scotland in the United Kingdom. I'm an investor, but more recently I've gotten into the stocks and shares side of the investing, and the whole purpose of this vlog or this channel is to record my investment journey or my money journey so that you can all see it and what I'm doing. Now, I've made some mistakes along the way, but I've also had some successes, so I'll film it and put it on here. Now, what would be great for me is if you're new to the channel is if you could please hit subscribe. You'll get all my latest videos, but if you could also please comment on the videos, tell me what you're thinking, what your thoughts are, what you're planning, and like the videos as well, so that I know that I'm going in the right direction. Now, I really hope you enjoy this next video, and I hope that it brings you some sort of value. Enjoy. Oh, sorry. Hello, you fabulous people. Welcome back to another episode here of Dunk's Money on YouTube. If you're a subscriber, thank you once again for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy this next video. So, I'll tell you, one of the reasons I really love YouTube isn't just making the videos, but I love the engagement I've been getting. And there's one YouTube user who has been engaging with the channel pretty much since the start, and it's been really positive. It's Ivy Hazel. Ivy, he's a YouTube user, and he gave me a heads up about a stock that he had purchased, which is called CCL. Well, that's the ticker, CCL, Carnival PLC in the United Kingdom. So I decided to take a look. So I did a bit of digging into CCL and a bit of analysis and checking off myself. As we all should do before making any investment, you always should do all your due diligence and checks. As boring as it may be, but at the same time it can be quite interesting because you find out a lot about the company that you're investing in. So I had a look. So the ticker is CCL, which is, the company name is Carnival PLC. And they're based in Southampton in England, and they are a very large cruise sort of operator company. And what they do is they provide vacations and holidays to many holidaymakers of their various ages and backgrounds. And what I found out is that they actually own P&O Cruises, Princess Cruises, and Carnival Cruise Lines, amongst other interests they have in America and Canada with other cruise lines over there too. And what I'll ask is, guys, if you can excuse me if I'm looking at my notes, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you the most up-to-date, accurate numbers and that I'm not making things up here. Now, Carnival PLC, as I've said, are based in Southampton in England, and they have over 100,000 employees, so a fairly large company. And today, the 11th of May, at the moment, their market capitalisation is £8.32 billion. £8.32 billion. Now, for those of you guys who are new to the channel and don't know what market capitalisation means, basically that is the number of shares times today's current share price. So if you take the number of shares times today's share price, you come to the total of £8.32 billion. Now that's a lot of money. I sure wouldn't know how to spend that sort of money, but that's a lot of money. I did some other checks. So their price to earnings ratio is 2.64, which meets my criteria because it's nice and low. I like a low PE ratio. I like it to be low. The price to earnings ratio is basically the share price in comparison to the earnings of the company. And you're always aiming to try and get a nice low PE ratio. For me, I think it shows that a stock is maybe slightly undervalued. And that's what I'm always looking for, buying things at a good price, almost like a sale. Their earnings per share, £3.54. And over the last 3 years, looking at the balance sheet, their revenue has been increasing over the last 3 years, and their net income in 2018 compared to 2017 rose, and then the year after was about steadily the same, the actual net profit. So what I'm thinking as an investor is, right, so they're increasing their revenue, their income, their net profit has been increasing, if not staying the same, which is good, and the price to earnings ratio is nice and low, which is what we all want as investors. And their debt to asset ratio is 43.7%, so it's almost half. Now, that might be quite high, you might think, but what I'm bearing in mind is they obviously, as a cruise operator, they own a lot of boats. I don't know if you've ever bought a boat, but a cruise ship is a lot of money. So I can understand why the ratios may be quite high there. Also, quite a nice surprise I found, the dividend. £1.64 a share on the dividend, which isn't too shabby, I don't think. I mean, that is actually, compared to today's current share price that I bought them at, is actually more than 10%. The dividend is more than 10% of the price that I bought the share at today. I'm quite happy to buy shares in them. So what I've done, as I'll show you in the app, I've bought 10 shares in CCL to a total of about just under £100. Today's share price, 11th of May, £9.54 a share at the end of the trading day. Now I have bought the shares after the trading day has ended. I was a bit late in getting up today. I got my hair cut, as maybe you can tell. And as I would normally say, I wouldn't recommend buying shares when the market is closed, but I wanted to buy them. So we'll see what the price is like when the market reopens tomorrow. But just some facts for you. So looking back, on the 8th of January this year, just prior to the lockdown, the share price, you won't believe this, was at £35 a share. January, £35 a share, and today it's £9.50. So you can see the effect the lockdown has had on that. Last June it was up as high as £40 a share. And my thinking is that once lockdown lifts, I understand the stock price will probably remain the same, stagnant for a while, but once we fully get out of lockdown, all the older folk aren't going to stop going on cruises. So I'm hoping it'll bounce back to normal. I'm telling you, if we can get back to the January share price of £35 a share, I'll be absolutely delighted with that, considering I bought them today at £9.50. And like I say, the dividend as well, I'm fairly happy with that dividend. So all round for me, looks pretty good. Now bear in mind guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I just show you what I'm doing, and I'm not suggesting you buy these shares. You do what works for you, okay? I am just filming what I do, and to me, I'm quite happy to buy shares in them. And I'll say to Ivy Hazel Ivy, the YouTube user who gave me the heads up, thank you very much. And he's managed to buy them at £8.50 a share, so he got them about £1 cheaper than I did. So well done on that. Let's jump in the app and watch me buying them today. Hello everyone, welcome back into the Trading 212 app here today, 11th of May 2020, and this is Duncan here from Dunk's Money. Right, so as you saw my analysis there, I'm hoping you're quite content with everything I've explained. I'm just going to show you me inside the Trading 212 app today, purchasing the shares in Carnival. As you can see there, £9.54 a share. It's in pennies. That's because it's the London Stock Exchange. They tend to show their prices in pennies. We'll just double check that. Yeah, London Stock Exchange, pennies. I'm not too sure why they do it in pennies. Maybe somebody can tell me a reason for that. But anyway, so today the market is closed. It's just closed a short while ago. Now, as I've said before, you shouldn't normally buy shares when the market is closed. I don't know what the price might do or be at. But I'm quite content and I'm willing to take that risk myself. So I'm going to buy some. So £9.54. I've got about £100 in my free funds. So I'm going to try and see if I can get 10. Bearing in mind that I can't go over 95%, but that should be okay. So 10 shares of Carnival. Carnival PLC CCL is their ticker. Review the order. So that's Carnival market buy, 10 shares, £95.40, no commission, and stamp duty reserve tax. Send by order. As you know guys, the market is currently closed, so the order won't confirm until tomorrow morning at 8:30 when the market reopens, but I'm quite satisfied with that. We'll have a quick look at the graph here. So today they've gone up by 16 pennies. Now if we just show you over the 1 year period, as I was explaining in the analysis, you can see there, just if we go to say January there, you're seeing it is up £34 a share, and then we take it to June. I think the peak in June was up to about 36 or so. As you can see, the share price has plummeted there in February, most likely due to the lockdown. Obviously no one can go on cruises. now sitting down at £9.50 under £10. So as you saw there guys, I bought 10 shares in CCL, a Carnival PLC based in the UK, London Stock Exchange, and I've bought them at, well, hopefully £9.54 a share. But we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow when the market opens and the price is confirmed. They'll confirm the trade when the market reopens tomorrow, and let's see what happens. I'd be interested to know, do you have shares in the same company? Let me know below what your thoughts are. What's your thoughts on the cruise industry in general? Are you expecting a bounce back once it all opens, as I'm expecting? Maybe you're not. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But that's the joy of investing. That's why I love it so, because you just never know what might happen. And I love to buy in a dip. And as you saw there in the app, there was a slight dip on the chart there over the last years, so I'm quite content. Maybe in a year's time we'll do an update and I'll show you how they're getting on. Remember guys, enjoy investing and please stay safe with the coronavirus outbreak and enjoy making money. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video that I created there. I really enjoy creating these videos and bringing them to you. Remember to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and that way you'll get all my videos as they come out. Please comment below your thoughts and ideas, and also if you can just hit like just to show me that you've enjoyed the video, and that way I know that I'm doing the right thing on here. But no, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, enjoy trading. I'm Dunk, I love money, and so should you.